In this video, we'll talk about how you could be doing infinite chaos dungeons all wrong. So let's start off with which level of infinite chaos dungeons we should be selecting in T3. Most people would assume higher number equals higher reward. Incorrect! Actually, you're correct that you get more rewards, but you're incorrect to do that for the most efficient way to run your chaos dungeon. The difference in rewards between the 1370 and the 1100 chaos dungeons is not that significant. But what is significant is the time it takes to clear the 1370 versus the 1100 dungeon. Therefore, because you can run the 1100 faster than you can run the 1370 or the 1340, it turns out is actually more efficient. On average, you'll get at least 30 to 40 more destruction stones and at least 100 more guardian stones per hour. Additionally, you get 500 more shards of purification per hour as well. Unless you're an absolute giga chad and you can clear the 1370 just as fast as you can clear the 1100. Not to mention you're saving silver on pots, and we all know in T3 how desperate we are for some silver. Important clarification here, if you still have the aura of resonance and you're not running the infinite chaos dungeon, the highest level that you can do is still the best. But for infinite, you might as well do the 1100 for efficiency's sake. Now, even with the 1100 dungeon, that's only half the battle. When you actually get into the chaos dungeon, you only want to complete 2/3 of the dungeon. Once you get to the second portal, you want to dip. You don't want to go through the second portal unless the portal is gold or red. Gold portals will send you all the way to the other side of the rainbow and you can kill a little goblin for some loot.
Yeah, boy.
And the red one will send you against a big boss that'll give you some really nice loot as well. But if the portal is blue, just dip, bruh. Unless you have your aura of resonance, then you want to go through the whole entire thing. This is actually because the third level takes so long that it's actually not worth doing compared to the rewards that you get. But Astro, what about red crystal goes burr? So the sad thing is that even though you get the red crystal buffs on the last level, it still takes long enough that the rewards are not worth it and you're actually better off stopping at the blue portal. Now, another thing I've been seeing a lot of people recommend is trading your shards of purification in for great honor leapstones so you can sell them on the market for gold. While I think in general this is a good tip, it's really important to keep in mind what the market is looking like. Because right now, Amazon is busting down every door and hunting down the robot kind like no other. Put up your hands. Are you a robot? No? All right, good. Let's keep going. Because of Amazon's bot busting spree, as well as events and players reaching a point where they don't need great honor leapstones as much. Great honor leapstones have taken a jump off the Olympic diving springboard. They're literally half the price they were last week. Last week, I was selling them for 900 a piece. At this point, they're almost at 400. While you're still making money off the great honor leapstones, as you trade more and more per week, the chaos vendor is going to say gimme gimme and ask for more perception shards per great honor leapstone. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but what I am saying is that to keep everything in mind with a grain of salt and make sure you check the market before you buy them. This next tip you want to stick around for because it'll impact not only your main but also your alts. If you're watching this video, you're most likely in T3 or T2. If you're trying to get your alts out of T1 and T2, do not, I repeat, do not do your infinite chaos dungeons on your alts. You can do all your infinite chaos dungeons on your main for T1, T2, and T3. This is because the infinite chaos shards and crystals are roster bound. So you can do the highest level chaos dungeon in T1 and T2, most likely faster than the highest chaos dungeon your alts can do with more rewards. So this will save you so much time because you can just burst through on your main and then transfer the materials over to each one of your alts. I literally found that out yesterday. I was doing infinite chaos dungeons on each one of my alts. It was so painful, man. That's it. If you want to see the actual tests of the 1100 dungeon versus the 1370, I recommend checking out this YouTuber called Frostadamus. I'll leave the link in the description as well as a card here. Catch you guys next time. Peace.